The media tells us rats on steroids are taking over Birmingham.
Rats the size of cats.
Now the army is called in to help in rat-ridden Birmingham.
Birmingham is being overwhelmed with rubbish, with rats the size of cats now roaming the streets.
Let's break down the science behind the hysteria. I'm Dr. Krutik Patel, PhD, and in today's Scientific Journal Club, we're diving into the real risks of rat-borne diseases. What's lurking in those alleyways, and why these rats might actually be evolving into mutant freaks. Enter the brown rat, Rattus norvegicus. Not native to the UK, these guys arrived 300 years ago from Central Asia and said, "Nice island you got here. Would be a shame if someone infested it." Estimates of the number of brown rats in the UK range from 10 to 120 million, and if you're creeped out by their beady little eyes, you are right to be. Rats carry zoonotic diseases, infections that can jump animal to animal, in this case, rat to human. Let's begin with the OG rat disease, Yersinia pestis.
I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love you like that.
Yup, the bacteria behind the infamous Black Death, the bubonic plague. This hit Europe hard in the mid-1300s, killing an estimated 25 to 50 million people. That was up to 60% of Europe's population back then. It hitched a ride on fleas which rode on rats. Rats were equivalent to the pathogenic Ubers of the medieval times. Yersinia pestis did not retire with the knights and castles, though. There have been outbreaks as recent as 2017 in Madagascar, with over 200 reported deaths during that epidemic. Meanwhile, in the UK, we have not seen a confirmed human case in over 100 years. The last major outbreak was in 1910 in Suffolk. Fingers crossed it stays this way for the good folk of Birmingham. We have good data to show rats in Europe are reservoirs for many pathogens. A 20-year study across Europe by Strand and Lundvik showed 48 unique pathogens from brown rats. These included 18 bacteria, 14 helminths, parasitic worms, 9 protozoa, and 7 viruses. One of their greatest hits was Leptospira. This causes nasty internal organ issues. Usually it's rare in Europe, but in the Netherlands, 8 recent cases were traced through direct contact with rats. We could also see a rise in parasitic worms infesting humans. Hymenelepis diminuta and Hymenelepis nana are parasitic worms which cause major internal organ issues. Unfortunately, infections occur from fecal to mouth transfer. However, it does occur, but this next one you really don't want to get. Capillaria hepatica is a parasitic nematode which goes straight for the liver, and it's not messing around. Though it infests rodents, it does not spread while the rat is alive. Nope. The eggs of this nematode only become infective after the host dies, and its body decays or gets eaten by a predator. This means rat corpses are active reservoirs full of eggs just waiting to enter the environment. Or you. While human infections are rare, they can happen, especially in areas with heavy rodent populations and poor sanitation, just like Birmingham right now. Though these worms are not in all brown rats, you don't want to play rat roulette. A study by McGarry et al. Shows 14% of rats contain H. nana eggs. Additionally, over 16% of the rodents in this study were infested with Capillaria hepatica. If that wasn't bad enough, we tried to fight back with anticoagulant poisons. Anticoagulants stop cuts and tears from healing. Basically, we gave the rats death by internal bleeding. These anticoagulant chemicals mess with the vitamin K recycling, which is essential for blood clotting. Plot twist: some rats evolved to resist these anticoagulant pesticides. In 1958, the first pesticide-resistant rat was found in the UK. Since then, multiple genetic mutations have been found linked to anticoagulant resistance, turning ordinary rats into chemically enhanced pests, basically like Captain America of vermin. So, should we be panicking about the Black Death returning to the UK? No, that's pretty unlikely. But should we be concerned about these parasitic, worm-ridden, pesticide-immune, plague-era cosplayers running wild in Birmingham? Yeah, just a bit. So, next time your mate's like, "Oi bruv, let's go to Brummy for a boozy weekend, like," tell them, nope, not today. I value my internal organs too much. Thank you for joining this week's Scientific Journal Club. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time for more science.